do you like to blame everyone else for your shortcomings? Why do you like to blame everyone for the things that you feel like you have no control over? You feel like the reason why you're at this point in your life is because of past situations, past traumas, past, conversations, whatever happened in the past. You're like holding on to all of that and you're letting it, create who you are right now. You're letting the past be you in the present. You're letting what someone did to you 15 years ago, 10 years ago, 12 years ago, 30 years ago. You're letting that person from way back then affect who you are right now. Why are you letting that happen? Why are you not looking at that situation and learning from that situation and then letting go of that situation instead of hanging on to that situation and staying angry about that situation, staying sad about that situation, staying negative because of that situation, and letting that situation just be the reason why you are not who you want to be today? Whatever happened to you a long time ago is something that happened to you a long time ago. Yes, that thing that happened to you a long time ago did matter a long time ago, but it do not matter right now. If I am to say that it does matter, it only matters in what you learned from it when it did matter. Like, when you look back into your past, you should turn it from negative into a positive. Anything that's so negative that you're like, I can't see how I can it as a positive. You can, because you could turn that loss into a lesson. That's why when I say I take L's, I don't have the L stand for a loss. I have the L stand for a lesson. You don't take losses. You get lessons from past mistakes, past situations, past whatever. You look at it as a funny memory. You look at it as something that's like I can learn from. Whatever you look at it, bro, you just turn it into a positive. Stop looking at it and then being angry about it and then, hanging on to it, just letting it, destroy you from the inside, and just be the reason why you can't get to where you want to be in life. I used to blame so much people in my life for the reason why I am how I am today. I used to just like blame my dad for being the reason why I can't trust a lot of people. I can't trust what a lot of people say. I can't depend on what people say. Because my dad will always give me false promises, fake promises. Like, he'll tell me he'll do this, and then when it comes to the time where it's time for him to do that thing that he told me he would do, he would forget about it. And then I'll remind him, and then he'll forget about it again. I'll remind him, and then he'll forget about it again. And it's like, anytime you ever told me something, it never happened. So then I took that as a reason for me not to be able to trust what anybody say. So then, me not being able to trust what anybody say, who can I trust? Not having anybody to trust, I felt alone. Feeling alone, I felt depressed. Feeling depressed, you know, it just goes on and on. And then for all those feelings that I had, all those things that I felt, you know, I put all of that blame onto my dad. But before I even give the but, it's just like looking at that, bro. It's just like I always kept the blame on him, and it just every time I kept the blame on him, the longer I kept the blame on him, the worse and worse and worse I became as a person. You know, it's like the feelings I felt became more and more negative, not towards just him, but towards the world, and then towards myself. Like it just put everything on a like horrible like perspective. It just put everything in a horrible perspective. Nothing felt good. Everything felt wrong. Everything just felt miserable. And it's like if I had looked at that whole situation as a lesson, and the lesson that I could have looked at it as, like the lesson that I look at it, the lesson that I see in it right now is that at the end of the day, we're all just humans. My dad, he was a human. He's a human. He had his reasons for not being able to do that stuff. But as seeing it that like we're all humans, you can't put 100%. You can't be codependent on everybody. You can't be so dependent, you know, on the other person to get you the things that you want in life. Sometimes you gotta just go after the things that you want, and you can't just wait on somebody to get you those things. Like the lesson I got from that is that I gotta do the things that I want for myself, and I can't depend on anybody else to do those things for me. Somebody said they're gonna get me something, you know, I can hold them to it. You know, I wait for that time one time. You know, you don't give it too much chances. You know, you wait for that day to come. They said they're gonna give you that stuff. If they don't, they don't. If they do, they do. You know, you appreciate them for giving you that thing. If they don't get it for you, then you know you appreciate the thought. But at the end of the day, you can't really depend on people to get you the things that you want in life. You ask for something, you don't ask people for something. You ask yourself for something. You ask God for something, and then you take the actions that you need to take, the necessary actions to get to what you want in life, to get the thing that you want in life. Now, if I, instead of waiting for my dad to give me these things that I wanted, I just went to go get it for myself, what would I have to be mad at? Not really much. I could be mad in the moment that like I see my dad don't give me the thing. Like in that little moment I could be mad, but then I can get over it and just go get it myself. And then you know it's like a blast from the past. I learned from that situation, and now I'm over this emotion that was negative, and I'm back into the positive. And now I know how to have my, you know, I know what to do next in the future. Next time in the future, I won't ask him for it. I'll just go get it myself. You know? So it's like, instead of looking at things as a loss, bro, you gotta look at it as a lesson. You can't keep blaming people for the reason why you're not where you want to be, because at the end of the day, the reason is you. you are the only person that can control your life. Yes, there's things that, you know, can't control, but you can control the things that you can't control by working around it. You get what I'm saying? Like, say in beauty standards, right? You can't control the fact that you're not a 6 foot dude, right? You know, like you grew your maximum height, you hit like 5'7". You can't reach 6 feet. Like God said no. He said, nah, you get right here, bro. You get right here. You can't control that, but you can control around the things that you can't control by like, all right, if I can't get taller, I'll start working on things that I can fix. I can dress better. I could pick up on sports. I can work out on my body. I can make myself more smarter. I can get more articulate. I can grow my hair out to make myself look more attractive. You know, you can make yourself look more attractive in different ways where you don't even have to be 6 feet. You don't have to be 6 feet to be attractive. You know, so it's like always focusing on things that you can't control is just like, it makes no sense. I couldn't control that my dad didn't get me the thing that I wanted when I was little. I could control myself going to go get it myself. And yeah, you can say, "Oh, you're a little kid. You can't." Oh, bro, there's things you can do for money as a little kid. I could go. I could have went to the neighbor's house and said, "I'll cut your grass for $10." That's kind of lowballing it, but it's like, you know, it's still money. I could have wait till my fucking, I don't know, you know, my birthday came and then I had an uncle or something to give me like $20 and just hide it from my mom. They don't tell her that I got the $20 so she don't, you know, save it for me for the future, but you know, use it on fucking groceries because she pay bills in the house. That's not trauma I'm holding on to. But yeah, man, it's just like, why even hold on to these things, man? You don't need to hold on to these. Like, you don't need to hold on to these things that happened to you in the past. You can let go of it. You can be who you actually are, bro. The world is not so bad. The world is not as negative as you think it is. People aren't as bad as you think they are. Like, I know you'll see on the internet that there's so much bad people. Like, you've seen those, like, you'll see those old school pranks like back in 2014 where they'll do like the, no, we're not pranks, but social experiments where they have like a homeless little kid outside and then like you'll just see a whole bunch of like people just walk past them and just call them names and shit like that. And then it just kind of put this whole image in your head that like people are just horrible. Like, bro, people aren't that bad, man. Everybody is just like you. Like, you are the people that you hate. If you really feel so negative about people, like in this world, like on the outside world, like you're looking at people and you just see something so negative about people, you should really look into yourself on why you see that. Because the external world, the outside world, the stuff that you see from your eyes is a reflection of who you are inside. So if you see some people as liars, manipulators, thieves, this and that, untrustworthy, look into yourself and ask yourself, do you see yourself as those things, or do you see yourself as trustworthy and this and that, as a, you know, a good person, a person that doesn't lie, a person that don't manipulate, a person that, you know, would do what you see other people not doing? You know, ask yourself those things, and if you, and I can guarantee that you will realize that you don't do the things that you hate that you see other people don't do. I noticed that like a lot of times when I'm like with my girl, I'll be watching TV with her, watch a show with my wife, and then there'll be a character in that show that my wife she hates this character. That she hates out. This character does this and that and this and that. And then I'll be looking at this character, and then the things that my wife hate about this character is things that my wife does herself. And then it's like I'm looking at her, I'm like, Or you don't realize that you do those things yourself. I don't say it. It's just like it's just something that's in my head. I'm like, you don't realize that you do those things yourself. That you hate that other people, that this person in this, you know, show is doing. And then it just shows that like a lot of people are just kind of unaware that you know everything that they hate is just things that they hate about themselves. Everything that you project into the world is always something that is projected from you as a person, whether it's positive or negative. I do the same thing, bro. I hate lazy people. I hate lazy people. But then I look at myself and I'm a lazy ass motherfucker, bro. Like I be lazy as fuck. I'll be sitting on the couch procrastinating and all types of shit, bro. But then I'll be the first one to talk shit about a nigga that's procrastinating. You know, just like it's just a projection. It's just a reflection. So that all this to say, man, stop blaming others for who you are. Stop staying stuck in the past. Let go of it. Just let go of it. It's not relevant. It does not exist. It's not real anymore. It's fake. Well, not fake, but it's poof. You literally cannot go back to this time period that you're stuck on and change it in any way. It was set in stone when it happened and then it's gone. Literally just a memory. Just a lesson. Can't let the past control you, control who you